Good morning, viewers. I am here today to basically tell what should the candidates who are going for services selection board should go ahead in answering questions when they are facing the interviewing officer. In fact, facing interview with the interviewing officer, be it at Allahabad, be it at Mysore or be it at Bangalore, is not difficult for any student who has cleared written test and also has been doing well in academics. Here I am going to present you a sample candidate for interview and guide him as to how he should go ahead with his replies that he is asked by the interviewing officer. Now, candidates can come in now.
May I come in, sir?
Please come.
May I have a seat, sir?
Please sit down. You saw this candidate chest number 17 entering into the IO's room. He looked smart, but he has not groomed well. His chest number is not displayed smartly. His dressing sense is not appropriate. He did not wish the interviewing officer while entering. Therefore, candidates, those who are viewing my video, they must see that your entry is smart, your grooming is good, you look pleasant when you enter, and you wish the interviewing officer, as per the day, good morning, good afternoon, sir, and do not show your nervousness. So here in chest number 17, he is a candidate who has applied for National Defence Academy, and he claimed that he will qualify the written test, and he has been shortlisted for my interview. Let us see how he performs the interview. Okay, chest number 17, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Now the first thing is your PIQ form. This is personal information questionnaire form. This needs to be filled up in a most effective manner. And I see that you haven't put in your best to fill up this PIQ form. In order to fill the PIQ form, you must remember that it should be clean, it should be clear, it should be complete, and it should be catchy. I do not find that. It does create the virtual impression about the candidate before entering the IO room. You need to improve your PIQ form. Okay?
Yes.
Now the first set of questions that are generally asked by the interviewing officer will be a rapport building question. So you presume, where are you going for the SSB?
Sir, the date is not yet.
Yeah, suppose you are going to Allahabad. Let's say that you are going to you are going to Bhopal, you are joining Indian Navy. So presume that you are going to Bhopal 33 SSB, and you are going to go for the SSB interview there. And imagine you have now come to a interviewing officer who is at Bhopal. The first question he will ask you, okay, I see that you are coming from Karnataka, Mangalore.
Yes.
How far is Bhopal from Mangalore by road?
Sir, it's approximately 600 kilometers.
Is it by road, by rail, by what?
By road, sir. By road.
So look at the reply of this candidate. A first rapport building question that has been asked, basically to make him easy. Though he has answered, but his answer is not taken cognizance of. He is not getting credit. He should tell me that the distance is approximately so many kilometers by road or by rail. And he should also show me the confidence level which he is not showing. You have to show a confidence level. Yes, sir. The distance from Mangalore to Bangalore is approximately 1200 km by road or 1500 km by road or by rail.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about the city of Mangalore. What it is popular and famous for?
Sir, the city of Mangalore is famous for its temples. The ancient temples can be dated to the old and ancient dynasties. And it's also famous for the ice cream parlors. There's a famous ice cream parlor called Papa's, and it's from Ideals. And Mangalore is a coastal city, and it has a beautiful weather.
Okay, so this is the reply which candidate has given to the rapport building question about Mangalore. This reply is just marginal. It is not high average or good average, I should say that. He should have highlighted three things. The location of the city Mangalore, where it is located. What are the places worth visiting around Mangalore? what are the industries that are there in Mangalore, and any other important thing that is related to the city, which he has not highlighted that way. Therefore, gentlemen, please remember that whenever you are asked about the city, you must prepare in this order. Where is the location? What it is famous and popular for? What are the various defense establishment or public sector undertaking located? Any other issue that relates to the city has to be highlighted. This is very, very important. So make sure that you know the details about your city, basically the main city, and the city where you are going for SSB. Okay, now next as for the format, will go to your educational background. Now rapport building is over. Now next set of questions that will be asked, which are called comprehensive questions, will be from your educational background. Please tell me, from 8th class onwards, which all schools have you studied? What are the marks obtained in your 10th and your 12th? What are your favorite subjects and favorite teachers? Why they are favorite? I see that you have changed your board from ICSE to CBSE. What was the reason for changing this board? And what are you planning to do after your 12th, and why do you want to join the National Defence Academy?
Sir, I have studied in St. Teresa School from my 8th to 10th standard, and I shifted my board from ICSE to CBSE and studied in Lute Central School from my 11th and 12th standard. And
little louder, please, with confidence.
Yes. And sir, I scored 94.8% in my 10th board exam, and in my 12th board exam I scored 87%. And my favorite subjects have always been science subjects, primarily physics and maths. And so my favorite teachers were my physics teacher and my computer science teacher, as well as my athletics coach. They are my favorite teachers because they always motivate me to improve and motivate me to give my best performance in every aspect.
What are the competitive exams? Why you want to join the NDA?
So I have given. I want to join NDA because I want to be a commissioned officer in the armed forces, and I want to have an adventurous and disciplined life.
Now we will see in his case, he has forgotten certain questions, and here being a training interview, I butt in and told him that you have not answered these two questions, whereas in SSB they will not. He forgot what are the competitive exams you have appeared, what happened to them, why you want to join the armed forces. He is yet to answer. Remember, this will generally happen with the average candidate, that you will forget to answer some of the questions that have been raised by interviewing officer. Very important thing, please remember the sequence generally, but should you forget, come back in the end. Sir, coming back to why I want to join the Indian Armed Forces, particularly Navy, the reason is like this. Understand?
Yes.
Here is a candidate whose interview I am taking, and simultaneously I am giving my feedback as to how he should do it better.
Yes.
Now next set of questions that will be asked will be on your family background. Please tell me, what are your parents doing? How many brothers, sisters you have got? What are they doing? With whom are you very close to and why? Then tell me what are your monthly expenses of yourself and how you manage your expenses. Then your friend circle, what qualities of friend you like, what are the qualities that you don't like, and finally I will be interested in knowing about your Sunday or holiday routine. Sunday and holiday routine means on Sundays and holidays, when do you get up early in the morning, what happened the whole day, and when do you go to sleep?
Yes, sir. So my parents are doctors, and my younger brother studies in the St. Teresa School, and he's in 7th standard. And sir, the qualities of my friends, I have a great group of friends, and I have met them in 11th standard, and we usually used to study together for engineering and to clear competitive exams. But due to lockdown, we got separated, and we used to still chat and meet up regularly. And I shifted my path, and I am trying for NDA, and they have been in their path towards engineering. And sir.
Now, look at this candidate again. He has forwarded certain sets of questions to be answered. That very clearly shows that first he is not prepared and his memory and grasp are restricted. His memory and grasp are restricted because he has to yet answer what is his Sunday routine or holiday routine, with whom he is very close to in the family, what qualities in the friend that he likes and what quality he does not like, all that he has forwarded. This will happen. And therefore, in order to correct yourself, you must practice in advance that this set of questions I am going to answer like this. And again, should you forget any question to be answered, come back and tell, sir, I want to tell you about my Sunday routine. Go ahead.
Sir,
Coming back to my Sunday routine.
Coming back to my Sunday routine.
Yes.
Sir, I usually wake up a bit late. My usual schedule for getting up is 6 in the morning, but Sundays I get up at 7 to 8. And I am a bit relaxed in Sundays. And usually Sundays in the evening I go out with my friends or play in the apartment clubhouse, usually snooker or squash. And nighttime, me and my family and my sister's family, we stay in the same apartment. So we have time together. We spend time together.
Okay, chest number 17, you must realize why this routine, Sunday routine is generally as a holiday routine. Basically, the interviewing officer wants to know how constructively you utilize your holidays or break when you have got, how best you utilize them, what all you carry out. That is very, very important. You must be trying to keep yourself busy even in holidays. Do not waste by sleeping or doing nothing or going around only with the friends. You are required to project that you are very constructively utilizing your Sunday routine by doing some work at home, by doing some studies, by passing some times with your relatives or friends, and then doing some of your hobbies which you have written. In fact, all that should be highlighted to see that you are well planned and you are well organized candidate and you utilize your 3 days when you have work. But that has not come out very clear. Okay? You need to highlight. Now, after education, family background, we like to ask you about your participation in the games and sports. What are the games and sports you have participated from 8th class onwards till today? What have been your outstanding achievements? You please highlight. And what are the hobbies and interests that you have and how do you carry them out?
So the sports I've participated in are football, squash, swimming, cricket, as well as I have been doing karate as well. And my hobbies include playing guitar, cycling, playing snooker, and working in a group for. I work a lot in a group for a lot of activities, which include making telescope as well as a stunt car. And I also play squash, a lot of squash. And,
Okay, here I still say that you have not come out comprehensively in highlighting your performance in the games and sports, because I see in your PIQ form you have won 3 gold medals, your AICCS, then you have written grey belt and all that. You have not highlighted which year you got it, how you got it, all those are required to be told. Plus many hobbies you have written, fitness, travelling, snooker, where all have you got, what all have you seen, which have been the best travel, all that you should have highlighted. You have not been highlighting that. That shows that your contents are low. Whatever you are telling the interviewing officer, your contents are low. You need to cover up in detail that why I was in class 10, I participated in my school athletics where I won 3 gold medals in so and so, like that. Then again in 12th, I have participated in squash where I was a runner-up or I was a winner-up. I also participated in karate where I got grey belt like that in the year so and so. Like that you have to tell, which you are not telling. You must display your achievement that you have got. You must highlight the achievements. Okay? Now coming to your participation in extracurricular activities. Please tell me what are the participation in extracurricular activities and what are the position of responsibility that you have had. You have written in your PIQ form. Please highlight those.
Sir, I have attended a lot of quiz and chess competitions. I have as well as created a telescope in the makerspace workshop of my coaching institute, and we have created a stunt car in the science exhibition. And position of responsibility, I have been the vice captain in my school football team, and I have been a group leader in the telescope workshop as well as the stunt car project. And I have been a class leader a lot of times, like 8th standard and in my 11th standard.
I see that you have opted for Navy.
Yes, sir.
So you want to join Navy through National Defence Academy
Yes.
or through the Naval Academy, and why?
So I want to join Navy through the National Defence Academy.
Why?
Primarily because I want to have exposure to the National Defence Academy because it's an elite institute and where all the cadets are trained together. And I want to pass out in the third year in INA Ezimala. And my main motivation to join the Navy is because I'm very passionate about the Marcos.
Passionate about?
The Marcos.
Marcos. Okay. So you have mentioned that you will get training with all the candidates of boy. Don't say all candidates. Say that all the 3 armed forces officers, potential officers are trained here, Army, Navy and Air Force. So I'll have a joint training which will be useful to me. Say that way. In any case, in my 4th term, I'm going to join the Naval Academy. So therefore I have opted to go in to my entry through NDA for Navy and then get promotion. Say that way. Okay. So tell me the major ships of the Indian Navy. What are the ships of the Navy?
Sir, the major ships of the Navy, INS.
Now you are looking there and talking to me. What they call looking London, talking Tokyo. That should not happen. Okay, look at the sector of the interviewing officer. Generally, this is the sector, and then speak to him.
So does the major ships include aircraft carriers, sir? Sir, INS Talbar, which the Marcos had operation in INS.
These are the various submarines that Indian Navy has got.
Sir,
Okay, what are the major ports of India in the eastern coast?
the Visakhapatnam port, sir, and it's the mechanized port, and the Chennai port, Madras port, as well as
Chennai port, Madras port are two different.
No, sir, it's
They are saying that.
Madras ports.
Okay, here is candidate number 17, whose awareness about Navy is very restricted, very limited. So if you have to apply for Army, Navy, Air Force, you ought to know various ships, aircraft, system, weapons in detail. If you are joining Navy, as you have given your options, you must know what are the types of ships Indian Navy has got, what are the submarines Navy has got, what are the major ports of India. This area you have not studied, you need to study and know about it. Remember that, okay? Even the major ports of India you are not able to highlight, right from Kolkata till Chennai. You need to prepare more on this. Now, in the end, I would like to ask you what are the important events that have taken place in India and abroad in last 2 months. Can you highlight at least 3, 4?
Sir, the important events in the last 2 months include the appointment of our Chief of Naval Staff, retired Admiral Karam Singh was replaced and by Admiral Hari, and unfortunately the incident involving CDS Bipin Rawat, as well as abroad the formation of AUKUS and
Again, this candidate is halting. He is not able to explain because he is not prepared. He should have highlighted 3 to 4 national news or events in order of priority. Most important first, then important, then least important. So far the international events are concerned, he is not able to again highlight. So therefore candidates, you have to prepare in advance. What are the national events and what are the international events in last 2 to 3 months? Prepare them at least 4 or 5 so that some you remember and project it in front of the interviewing officer without hesitation. You seem to be not prepared. At this juncture you are also looking little nervous. That also should not be there. Though there will be nervousness in you, but control your nervousness and show that you are confident in front of the interview officer. Before you go, I will ask you the last question. So far your personality is concerned, can you highlight what are your good qualities and what are those qualities that you like to improve upon?
Yes, sir. Sir, my good qualities are I work hard for anything, work hard for what I desire passionately, as well as I am responsible and dedicated towards what I want to achieve. And sir, the qualities which I would like to improve on are I like to do an activity to its perfection and not like work smartly. So I'm trying to improve it by working smartly, as well as I overthink a lot and doubt myself, sir. And I try to improve it by being little more confident.
While replying to this answer, you have been closing your eyes and constraining yourself. Don't close your eyes and then do like this, okay? You should be openly talking to the interviewing officer, describing yourself. You hardly told me 2 or 3 qualities which are good in you and hardly 2 qualities which you want to report. This is not adequate enough. You must highlight in detail in a dialogue form as if you are narrating to me. Do not highlight as adjectives, I am good, I am cooperative, I am responsible, or I am hard work. Please describe yourself that I am a person who is basically good at sports and also maintain academics at the same time. I have a good desire to be the part of the armed forces and I have set my goals right. I have appeared in India, I am quite confident that I will pass and after that I am preparing for the SSB. Like that you have to talk. I enjoy a large circle of friends and these friends miss me whenever I am not there. They seek my advice and suggestions for any task that we do. Any responsibility given by any of my teacher or my parent, I don't easily leave it or give it up. I try to produce the best result. Like this you have to talk. Coming to my weaknesses I have is that I need to enhance my general awareness, defense awareness. I also have to enhance my reading habit and also develop my time management and my dressing sense. Like that.
Yes.
So you have to highlight about yourself at least 6 to 7 good qualities in a dialogue form and 3 to 4 weaknesses that you have to improve, which I have already told. So with this, I find this candidate who is in front of me, 17, is a borderline candidate. Borderline candidate means I have given a mark just short of getting recommended, and if GTO and the site clear, I will not hold this candidate. This candidate will be recommended. That will result in his merit to be low because the marks that he will get will be lower. So therefore, you need test number 17 to practice and prepare more and more, especially general awareness, defense awareness, and also you improve your memory and grasp. Remember what questions interviewing officers have asked, try and answer them complete. Should you forget, come back before he asks you. So this is what I have to tell you. Do you have any query, any question from me?
No, sir.
Why are you saying no, sir? Are you in a hurry to leave?
No, sir.
Are you showing your low confidence?
No, sir.
You are not social? Then you should ask a question, sensible question. Okay, thank you very much for sparing your time. I hope you have learned something from my interview. What all you should do, what all you should avoid. Okay, wish you all the best. You need to prepare and practice more.
Yes.
Thank you.